along with his manager, nursing a bad back right now, and we know why, Slick.
Now, you seem to be somewhat an intelligent man.
Well, thank you.
I want to ask you your mediocre opinion.
Yes?
Why in the world would a man who is a former intercontinental heavyweight champion, a man who is respected and cheered and loved, adored by these...
Revered?
Media... Oh, don't you shut up and give me a chance what I got to say, you onion here. Anyway, as I was saying, why would a man like that have the audacity, I'm talking about you, Chico, to put his hands on me? One of the most prestigious commodities in professional wrestling today. Haven't bothered nobody. And this man has the nerve to pick me up and slam me in the floor, all because he doesn't want to have to deal with this man here. Well, you know, we can't get him right now. So we're going to take the next best thing. And that happened to you.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to take Pedro, nothing happened to Morales, right out of Miami. Boy, they got too many people like you down there anyway. I know that they wouldn't mind getting rid of you, chap. So let me tell you something. Pedro, I got a message for you to give to Tito. You see, once I get done with you, boy, once I give you the most natural whooping you ever had in your life, I'm going to be whooping you so bad you're going to like it. Then you're going to go back and you're going to tell Tito how good it might be. It's going to hurt for a long time. But after a while, Butch will be whooping on you so sweet. That's so good, you're going to like it. And then after that, Tito, I'm going to tie you, and I'm going to gag you, and I'm going to let Slick they get sick, and I'm going to let him wear you out, boy.
Just like I'm your daddy.
Because that's what you need, sucker. You stepped out of line, and so you know what's going to happen. Somewhere down the line, after I get through combing Pedro Morales' nappy head, we're going to give you a public talking.
Thank you very much. Thanks for asking me my opinion. I thank you, Slick. We'll see you at the Night Center.
We had, say what? A whole lot of superstars on this stage here tonight. But I want y'all to know one thing. This is my house. And when I say who's house,
word attack skills and vocabulary too. Comprehension of this edition is all brand new. Get through. I'm interplanetary and like Doctor Who. So who?
Fuck your beef, no relief. I step on stage, girls scream like I'm Keith.
Here I go again. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yo, everybody, it is Ringtown Pro Wrestling. We are back at it again. Keith and Keisha in the building. We are here recording on a Thursday night. It is Ric Flair's birthday. So, woo! We are going to talk about some wrestling. We are going to have some fun. Keisha, say hi to the people.
Hello. I don't know if to say good evening, good morning, good. Hey, what's going on? There we go. We're just gonna keep it at that for right now, cause I ain't sure how to even throw that in there, so I'm not going to. Okay. Perfect.
All right, let's get a little bit of how the sausage is made. It is now in the evening prior to when the show goes down. So we are going to have some fun here. We're going to talk about some wrestling. We're going to have a very good time. I expect a lot of things to get discussed. We are fully set up for WrestleMania, or at least about to. We pretty much got a good idea of what we got available.
Right.
We'll talk about all those things. We'll talk about how the things are going set up. We will talk about this week's big surprise that set the wrestling world on fire. It had this kid very happy. And without further ado, let's talk Fastlane, Keish.
Fastlane. Woo!
So we get through, and we got the last pay-per-view before we get to WrestleMania. Pretty much this is going to set the table. We find out who's going to have belts going into WrestleMania. They might have to defend. We figure out our number one contender for our title.
Mm-hmm.
So let me give you the match breakdown and let's see what we got. Kalisto defends his United States Championship against Alberto Del Rio in a 2 out of 3 falls match, and that was on the pre-show,
which was BS. That was bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna put it out there. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. That was bullshit. It shouldn't have had that on the pre-show. That was dumb. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna sit here and act as if this is smart. It was not smart. I don't know who the hell made this decision. It was retarded. You should have had this on the main show. It was a championship match. It was a 2 out of 3 falls match, and it should have been seen on the main show. Why was this on a pre-show? I just don't understand. And when we get further into Fastlane, I'm going to tell you what it should have replaced this with. Because what it should have put this with, instead of having some BS match. But you know what? I think I digress. Because I'm telling you, this is just... Let me calm down.
Apparently, Keisha is upset by some of the outcomes of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But, here's the thing. Honestly, I didn't have a problem with it initially. I, like you, maybe after later on in the pay-per-view, was like, well, this didn't make a lot of sense. But also, I will say this. I'm going to give you a perspective from the WWE side.
Of course.
The pre-show is free. The pre-show is aired on various formats. And you can catch it on Facebook, YouTube, and a few other places besides the WWE Network. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The idea is, if you don't have the WWE Network, they are going to give you something that will be so good and interesting that maybe you will decide to subscribe tonight prior to Fastlane. And you get some last minute subscriptions in. If the aforementioned we are both thinking about replaces this, I don't think you're enticed to purchase anything. I think you are probably enticed to go watch ballet or something and watch this shit again. So I get why they slide this match here, right? Also, I mean, now because of the network and other things, I think there's a lot of eyes on the pre-show. So I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at that they did the same thing that they do usually during pre-show matches. Like, why the fuck do I need a WWE Network commercial?
Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. Can you at least don't do that? Like, they make
a commercial for anything that you peddling. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I don't need that in the middle of a match. Like, I thought that was a little
tacky. It was tacky. I'm gonna use the word for it. That was tacky. That was all the way tacky. Just why? Seriously. Because you don't. I mean, I can understand it in the middle of like Raw. You know, they go to commercial break, they come back. I understand that. I understand that completely because it's a commercial break. It's scheduled. It's supposed to happen. I get that. But we're talking pre-show before the pay-per-view. Why? This is unnecessary. You don't need this right now. You need to be showing the match, the whole match, its entirety. Seriously. Like, there's no reason why you should be cutting to anything else. Like, there's just none. Unless somebody's been set on fire backstage, like, just don't do it. Just don't. I can't. Everything was wrong with this pre-show to me. Like, I wasn't agreeing with it. I seriously wasn't. Like, something in my conscience was just like, no, Keisha, just don't do it. I couldn't agree with this. Oh, God. I need to get it together. It was a good match, though. I will say that much. It was definitely a good match to me. I'm always enjoy 2 out of 3 falls matches, and I always enjoy the outcome of them. So I definitely have to say that it was a good match. That Rio and Kalisto definitely put on a good show. And that from the explanation of that perspective, I can understand why they put it on the pre-show. So I get it. I still don't like it, but I get it. I completely understand it, but I still can't deal with them putting this there instead of a pay-per-view, because I'm pretty sure that there was a match somewhere in there that you could have swapped it out with that could have been just as good and still been in its place. So,
well, at the root of this, Kalisto defeats Del Rio. So, effectively, I think this is it for them, but you can never be too sure with the WWE.
Right.
But after 2 out of 3 falls, that's such a final thing in a third, really fourth match that they've had, right?
Right.
And Kalisto's won 3 out of the 4. I think you've got to go that Kalisto's the man now, with that belt. Moving along. Show kicks off the show, which they kicked the actual show off with Diva's match, which is very rare. But the match that generally, like, this would generally kick off the show, the Kalisto match, right?
Right.
I think his energy and his speed, something that they like in the first match. No, we went with Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus the remaining members of Team Bad. Very solid match, Keish. I thought the presentation was good. I thought it wasn't getting showed. If you give women's wrestling proper time and you stay out their way,
yeah,
you can get a lot done.
Thank you. Sorry, that's the feminist coming out of me. Thank you. I'm just saying. Please give women a chance to express themselves, get themselves out there to do what they do. Can they have that? I mean, just a little bit of time. That's why it just kind of have me all in my emotions. I'm not even going for it. I stay off that soapbox for a minute. Just telling. Not doing it, Keith. I'm not doing it tonight. I ain't going for it. But it was a great match, though. I must say.
I thought it was a lot of back and forth. I thought it told a good story. I thought at the end, it finished how it should, with both parties standing tall.
Right.
Well, when I say both parties, I mean Sasha and Becky. They both got to get their finisher off. So I think it set the tone of them, even though they don't like each other. The mutual respect thing carried over, and the talent carried over for them to both win. And one thing that I can expect is those two winning the match. They have a good shot at being at WrestleMania, looking at a title.
Right.
So, shouts out to them. Third match. Kevin Owens faces Dolph Ziggler for the 18,000th time.
All right. Sorry.
You laughing? Hey man, face telling so much. Like, some of the stuff I talked about was already in my phone. Like, it was like, look, oh, this is what you meant to say. This is what you're supposed to talk about when these guys play. Like, it didn't.
It's like you already got a script. Like,
yeah, I already got a pre-packaged thing for them.
That's so ridiculous. But it's the truth. Like, you can't help but to kind of be repetitive with this. Like, yeah, so Kevin Owens faced Dolph Ziggler. But it was nothing special. Nothing special. I'm trying not to laugh. But it was nothing special about this match. Like, at all. Nothing. There was nothing special about it. Not even for the IC title being on the line. Like, haven't they done this before? Like, there was nothing special about this match. Like, no stipulation, nothing. Like, it was just, why? Like, I was like, are you serious? Like, you couldn't get another opponent for Kevin? Like, it had to be Dolph. I mean, I have nothing against Dolph, don't get me wrong. I love Dolph Ziggler, but, yeah. The 18,000... 18,000 times. Oh, honey, I can't. Keith, just don't do this to me no more.
No, I mean, I don't get why Like for me, it was like, why are we here for this? I appreciate the match. I thought it still turned out to be a good match. It's just that I've seen it on Raw and SmackDown enough. Like, I know how it's gonna go. There's no way Ziggler's winning a title at a pay-per-view.
Right.
You can scratch that. Like, that doesn't happen. That would have been something that would have got me. And broke the internet. He went to that pay-per-view and,
Right. Exactly.
walked out with a belt. But no, they have a weird way of dealing with Dolph. Despite his extreme talent, despite the fact that he sells for everybody, got a weird way of dealing with Dolph. Now, to be fair, on the flip side, Kevin Owens has worked hard since he's been in WWE. He be showing his ass. So, like, I think it's both of them, like, their chemistry is good enough where I can see why they put them in the match again, but it just, hey, man.
Right. I'm going to ask a question. And okay. I know I'm late. I'm extra late in asking this question, but I'm going to ask now while I have the opportunity. What's his beef with Michael Cole? Like, I need to know, like, what's his beef with Michael Cole? Like, every time he come out there, you see this, Michael? And I'm like, Kevin, are you crazy? Like, is that something they meant to write in the script or something? Like, I just need to know. Like, is this something that's just supposed to be his thing? Like, I'm just going to have this unexplained beef with Michael Cole? Like, I don't get it. I really don't.
No, Kevin and Maggle, as JBL would say, he call it food Maggle. Have a difference of opinion. Michael's very outspoken on social media, and he says he tries to be a little bit balanced for the good guys, stuff like that. I think Owens takes some issues, and Owens goes at Cole. Cole is one of the best announcers to handle it.
All right.
And I think it does work out, even in a kayfabe environment. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's interesting to watch them interact.
It's funny to watch them interact. Because it's like Michael's just in there like, okay, Kevin. Like Kevin get all of his face and stuff. He's just like, okay, whatever. It's too funny. But I guess that's the point, Makes for great entertainment, because I'm definitely entertained by it. So, who knows, man? I think they should keep it going, personally. But it is what it is. I guess we mentioned who won this match, huh? Yeah, we did. It was thrown out there.
Well, it is what it is. So we did not cover Ryback and Kane in the Big Show, and they defeated the Wyatt family, Keish.
Yeah, they did. They defeated.
Brie wasn't in the match.
No.
Let's be fair. Let's put this out here. Brie was not a part of this match. So, I don't know what that thought process was or why he wasn't included. But yeah, Brie did not get out there for this. So,
He said he was going to let Strowman, Harper and Rowan take care of it. He stood off to the side. You weren't jumping in that. I mean, of course, I'm pretty sure at some point he would have wanted to, but he didn't. So, that's how that goes.
Yeah, I agree. I think he probably saw his better uses for his talent. And I think he probably thought, hey, these guys got it.
Right.
Like, I think he probably thought, I can let these guys cook. And apparently he could not. Apparently things got scrambled, and the team of Kane, Big Show, and Ryback. Now, I'll say this. I'm not necessarily a fan, but I find it interesting. Ryback trying to do a whole lot of new stuff.
Yeah, he did.
Somebody must have told him, like, hey, man, if you try to do some stuff, we might have something for you. And I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying he's trying. He done changed the style. You know, like, I see him, like, I don't want to really see him do drop kicks. And I ain't really trying to see him go to the second or third rope no more. But I get it. Maybe, you know, he just want to soak up some of that space.
I guess they figure, get out there, try something new, see what works for you, but at least try it out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't try, you don't know what you can actually do. So at least just get out there and prove yourself, you know? Show us that you can do something other than what you've been doing. And I get it. I get it completely. I mean, it is true. Like, you won't know what exactly works for you if you don't try it out. At least, you know, throw it out there. I don't think you should do it at a pay-per-view, but, you know, if you got to start somewhere. So I give kudos to him for at least trying. I would never sit here and be like, oh, that was horrible. Why is he doing that? I mean, that's how we got the Scream War Stunner from Cena, so.
Right, no.
I still hate they call it that, by the way. I still hate they call it that, by the way. It's like, I was like, who made this name up for this? Like, seriously? It's funny to me when I see him do it. Okay. All right, I'm getting off subject. But still, I mean, I'm not too big on the Titans of WWE thing. Like, it's really kind of random to me. But
Right.
I really don't get it. I'm sorry, I can't even sit here and act like I can. Like, nah. I mean, they're big dudes. Yeah, I get that much. But other than that, it's just like, okay. So you put three of your biggest guys together, call them the Titans, and be like, but then Ryback.
Yeah, apparently they are the Titans of the WWE. Now, this is where I would have fought too. Ryback ain't never did shit.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Now, Big Show and Kane have legitimate track records and have legitimate hardware that would support kind of a claim, but they kind of passed their prime. Also, y'all just ran out of stuff to do with the Wyatts.
Exactly.
Man, I don't know why they don't run with Brie, but they just won't run with Brie.
I don't get it either. You question it, and you wonder, and you ask yourself, but of course, people do things at times that just don't make sense. Like, there's no logical answer for it, and even if it was, you still wouldn't get it. So, yeah, I don't understand how they inserted Ryback into that, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not really for it, because I still don't get it. You know, with him, he just doesn't fit. Even in size, to me, like, yeah, he has the muscle build, but the height ain't there. Like he's so much shorter than them two. Like, it's just crazy looking at them and being like, Big Show and Kane, yeah, you get it, but then you throw Ryback in there and it's like, nah, that's not who that person is. Like, that's not who you should have put in there. But, I mean, if it wasn't him, who else would it be? You know? And who came up with this concept in the first place? That's a better question. So, it's a lot of, I wouldn't say it's a lot of questions that I have about it, but it's some that have, to me, still gone unanswered in a way that I have to wonder, like, what is this really going to lead to? So,
yeah. Following match, Charlotte, Diva's champion, defeated Brie Bella to retain the Divas title. Clean match, not too good, up or down about it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Flip side, AJ Styles defeated Chris Jericho in the best of 3 series. So now it's over. AJ is up 2-1. That should be it. Let's hope they don't do anything worse to Mr. Styles.
Exactly.
Curtis Axel defeated R-Truth in a random scheduled matchup.
Yeah.
Now insert rant about IC title on pre-show.
This is exactly the match that should not have been in the Fastlane show. Like, I swear to you, I was so mad when I seen it. Like, I was like, why in the hell do you have this extra random match here when you could have put the the U.S. title match in this instead of that? Like, seriously, I was pissed. I'm not going to lie. Like, I really seriously wanted to turn the pay-per-view off. I was so mad. I was like, so what idiot decided that this match was more important to have on this show instead of the U.S. title match? You seriously replaced a title match with this crap. That match was stupid, Heath. It was stupid. It made no sense. I didn't understand. This is not SmackDown, okay? This ain't main event. This ain't. Why would you have this extra random match in here? Like, it was retarded. I seriously didn't get it. I was like, I really don't understand why you would think or decide to have this match in here. Like, it was too much for me to try and wrap my mind around, because I really seriously was just kind of mad at that point. Like, I was like, okay, I know that this pay-per-view, how long it is and everything like that, but you can't just insert dumb shit like this in here. Like, just don't. Please don't. Just why? They come out there and they sound retarded, and then you have R-Truth come down, and I have nothing against any of those wrestlers, but that had no point. There was no point. There was no feud that happened. There was nothing on the line. It was nothing to this match that made it great enough to put it in a pay-per-view just randomly like that. Like, no. Like, yes, you want to throw a match into the pre-show, you should have thrown this match into the pre-show. Or just throw it in there with another one that would have made it good enough to where people would have been like, yeah, okay, maybe I should check the pay-per-view out. But don't replace a title match with this. Don't do it. Don't ever do it, ever again, because this is retarded, and I'm not with it. I seriously am not. Let me calm down. I'm going to take a breath. I'm good. Like, I just need to get that out. I'm good.
You sure?
I am.
Okay. You done?
That had me hot. I'm just saying. It just, Keith, I really seriously wanted to turn the pay-per-view off after this. Like, I really wanted to just end it. I was like, no, I can't watch no more of this. Like, I need to, though. I was like, let me keep it on, because there's still matches that I haven't seen yet. Let me not turn it off. But I really wanted to. At that moment, I wanted to watch something else. I seriously did. Like, I was just like, oh my God, it's not going to work for me. So, but I'm good, though. I'm good. My rant is over, people. I'm all right.
At the end of all of this, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar lock up for a shot at who's the number one contender for the title at WrestleMania. Keisha worked like a triple threat. Everybody got their rocks in. It looked like a point where Dean and Roman became double teamers on Ambrose. On Lesnar.
Right.
Lesnar fought back valiantly. Nothing to be ashamed of. I'm surprised they didn't go at Lesnar. And I'm surprised it didn't require people to cheat.
Exactly.
Yeah. But it happened fair and square. And Roman Reigns is the winner. The crowd did not seem to totally love it.
No, they weren't all the way for it. They were not.
I tweeted this out, and it still holds true on the weekend. Hey, man, WWE said you're going to take this customer. So, give me your thoughts, Keish.
I thought that it's funny. The match to me went exactly like I thought it would. In my mind, I thought that there was going to be double teams between. It was going to be a double team on Lesnar by Reigns and Ambrose because, of course, you want to try and eliminate the toughest guy first. So I understood that part. I understood, them continuously like beating on each other and then beating on him together. It really made sense. I seen what I thought I was going to see, and that match gave me everything that I expected. I didn't see anything that lacked from it, to tell the truth. Especially with the powerbomb through the tables and, them really trying to just break Lesnar down. Because, of course, Lesnar in this match was, in my mind, what I call the destroyer. Like, to me, in triple threat, sometimes you just have that one person that, that the other two just have to eliminate. Because if they don't, this person's going to just completely dominate the match. So, of course, Lesnar was that person. Dean and Roman, though, they set aside, of course, their great bond so that they can face each other. Because, of course, the end game is a shot at the title at WrestleMania. You're going to do that. It's going to happen. And of course, they had to move Lesnar out the way in order for them to focus on one of them being the person to go to WrestleMania. So, at the end of the day, I thought it was a great match. I actually thought it was pretty good in all aspects of itself. You thought Lesnar was down and out at one point. He wasn't. Everybody took a beating. And I think that's why I was equally impressed with everything, because it wasn't just, one person. Like, it wasn't Lesnar completely just dominating the match the whole time and then just, making it so easy to just kind of pick and choose who he wants to pin and, all that kind of stuff. It wasn't nothing it wasn't too ridiculously predictable to me. Of course, I in my mind, I wanted Roman to win. I really was glad that he did win. It was just that it was kind of, it was actually a part of me, though, that was just kind of like, is this really the way we wanted to go with this? Because I could understand Roman Reigns and Triple H at WrestleMania. I didn't know it would be for the title, and I know Triple H was going to hold the title in this aspect, but at the same time, I'm glad that this match happened. I was extra excited to see it, and like I said, it went exactly how I thought it would, and the aftermath was even better. so yeah, that was my thoughts about the match, though. Like, I was excited. I can't even. So.
Yeah, I thought they turned out an incredible effort. End of the day, like I said, Roman is his man, and people just got to get used to it.
Right.
WWE, you got to accept this shit, people. I don't know. The booking from here on out doesn't necessarily make a lot of sense, so we'll get to that later in the show. But as of right now, we just have our usual break. We go break for a second. Y'all listen to something, and we come back on the flip side and introduce the boys and get them going. Hey, no, just playing. But be ready, and we'll be back on the other side. Peace.
Oh, it can be confusing, but make no mistake about it. I am the law here. I am the authority. And I understand that. I understand that because it's human nature to want to buck authority, to want to challenge that law, to want to rebel against authority. Hell, I've even been there at one time myself. But the thing is, you can't beat authority. It takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to be the WWE champion. I've had to walk over a lot of people to get where I am. Those blood, sweat, and tears that we all pay, well, Roman's got the sweat down. Roman Reigns works hard. And trust me when I say I've been in the ring with him, he's good. He's damn good. And then, as far as the blood goes, well, I've got the blood. I got that part covered for you, Roman. And as far as the last one goes, I'll get the last one. I'll get it at WrestleMania. AT&T Stadium. In front of the largest crowd in history, Roman Reigns, you will look across that ring at me. And I will humble you. I will tear your dreams out from underneath you, and I will get those tears, Roman. I will get those tears, and there ain't a damn thing you can do about it, because I am the law. Because I am the authority. Because I am the cerebral assassin. Because I am the King of Kings. Because I am the game. And because I am the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Because I am that damn good.
All right, we are back on the other side of the break. It is one of everybody's favorite times. It is the birthday segment.
Birthday!
Today was February 25th, which you probably won't hear this till tomorrow, so this will be a day behind. So it'll be yesterday's birthdays, but February 25th was Maria celebrated a birthday today. DJ Gabriel celebrated a birthday, and none other than the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, celebrated his birthday. Nate is 60. Hold on, let me get this right. Okay. Born, yes, 66. No, 67. Nate's turned 67 today. So that's there. We don't really have any birthdays of consequence until the 28th, which I'm going to say is Sunday. And the 28th is loaded with birthdays. Man. Last day of February had a lot of birthdays. Masato Tanaka celebrates a birthday. Current WWE trainer and former WCW superstar Norman Smiley celebrates a birthday. Current TNA announcer and former WCW announcer Mike Tenay celebrates a birthday on Sunday. And Hall of Famer Ricky the Dragon Steamboat celebrates a birthday on Sunday.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Steamboat will be 63. So, with that, Keith, let's get into the news. This is probably the lightest segment of actual news that we have, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah, not a lot really went on as far as the news. CM Punk broke the internet, which he really did break it. There's two things happened, right?
Right.
John Cena posted CM Punk's Twitter avatar on his Instagram page, which CM Punk's Twitter avatar is Paul Newman from Slapshot, right?
Right.
So people started speculating. The WWE added CM Punk's profile back to their superstar section last week, and the internet went crazy. thinking like, hey man, Punk coming back. Just for FYI, Punk is still very much under contract with the UFC. He's injured right now. That is why he is not fighting. Therefore, he has to get some back surgery that he actually had caused due to injuries he sustained during wrestling, and he will not be able, so he won't be appearing at any WWE functions.
Right.
And as far as I know, the blood's still bad between them. You know, it may have thawed a little bit, but it's still pretty bad for what I know. So, not to poo-poo on everybody's parade. I know that's not the shit anybody wanted to hear. I know y'all wanted me to say Punk coming back, but man,
no, not happening.
Y'all been waiting on that for some years. Y'all might as well just.
All right, exactly. Nope, not happening.
With a little bit of, apparently Roman Reigns' injury that he sustained on Monday night, which we will talk about at the end of the show, was not really real. The WWE posted that he had surgery, but that appears to be a work, and that's why it's only posted on the WWE website. Funny thing, Shinsuke Nakamura, my favorite guy in the world, they say his contract is different from any NXT contract that has ever been signed. It has offered him main event level money, according to the Wrestling Observer. No word how long Nakamura will be at NXT, but all signs point to a significant run, and they are very interested to see big money being paid to Nakamura. Given he won't be on the main roster anytime soon. So it's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
There's a big, huge press conference in Tokyo at the Hard Rock on February 22nd, and there was all kinds of people there. So they are really banking on this being a big thing. I think they're going to really use this for they're truly trying to grow their Japanese audience. So I think this is why they're probably trying to pay him that level of money. Because New Japan said they was going to have to try to put up 7 figures to, try to match the contract, but that didn't work it, I guess.
All right.
Other than that, Great Khali suffers an injury at a wrestling event over in India. Some serious head injuries that he suffered. And like I said, other than that, man, it is very light on the news.
Good.
Yeah, nobody got arrested. Nobody beat their wife. We got down to the mystery. Pawn Stars. A WWE Hall of Fame ring was going to appear on Pawn Stars. Apparently, it is not Sonny's Hall of Fame ring, but it is Paul Bear's Hall of Fame ring. Spoiler alert, they do not sell the ring. They are offering $4,000 for the ring, but they don't sell. The person who was representing the family said he was a friend of the family, and he had the ring, and he was just trying to, I guess, gauge the value. But yeah, they don't sell the ring. But yeah, that's kind of a thing. Because, hey man, if you got Hall of Fame rings on the streets, that's the thing about wrestlers. I'm not surprised that more of them haven't came up for sale. Whether it be on eBay or some kind of auction site or whatever, because a lot of those older guys on hard times and they need the bread, and they know they can fetch something for that ring. They might try to push it out on the open market. Right.
Nah.
And hey, there's some Hall of Fames you can fake. WWE is pretty high up there. You can't fake it with wrestling fans, but you can fake it with everybody else.
Right, exactly.
So, it'd be a hell of a conversation piece. Yeah, I'm in WWE Hall of Fame. You ain't heard of Coco Beware, baby? Alright, speaking of which, The Godfather is going to be in the 2016 class of the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah!
Yes, the whole train comes to the Hall of Fame.
Is he gonna have the hoes on stage with him when he accepts the award? Nah, he ain't gonna have those.
No, they'll have the valets there, but that's kind of like sketchy territory there.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's what I would say. I'm happy he got in. At first, I was like, The Godfather?
Right.
And then, it made sense after a while, right?
Yeah.
He was an Attitude Era guy. He wasn't the biggest star of the Attitude Era. But if you do like a total encapsulation of his career, Godfather's pretty solid. You gotta remember, he was Papa Shango in the early 90s.
Right.
Before he became Kama Mustafa, part of the Nation of Domination, down the line. So he does have some credibility there, and I mean, he put in some years. He joins Right to Censor as the Good Father. He was the tag team titles in Right to Censor with Bull Buchanan. Like he's a guy. He has an IC title and a tag title.
All right.
Not the greatest resume, but I mean, Coco Beware don't got no belts. Not that I'm shitting on Coco. Not to shit on Coco Beware, but I'm just saying Coco Beware ain't got no hardware. That's cool.
Of course, I gotta be the one to laugh.
All he did was carry a parrot. What the hell? He carried a parrot to the Hall of Fame. That's what we doing?
I heard he was still doing that. Like, he was still wrestling and he was still carrying that parrot.
Hey man, he made it based on he sung a song on the first WWE album. He sung the title song Pile Driver. Life is like a pile driver. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
So, I mean, that's it. I mean, the WWE has some obscure dudes in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yeah, they really do.
That you can't quite explain. You like, how the hell is Luthez not in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, that's questions.
Look,
that's things that people still question about that.
We just got Macho Man in. We just got Bruno in a couple of years ago.
Right.
So part of it is a time-saving thing, but then it's like, do we kind of got Coco Beware in the Hall of Fame? The Godfather now. Ooh, okay, I guess so.
Right.
Right? You know what I mean? I guess so. Hey man, shit. Why we at it? Can Mr. Hughes get in? I mean, don't laugh. I apologize. Because Curtis Hughes is a close personal friend of mine, and he runs a wonderful wrestling school down here in Atlanta, and I hope to have him on the show. So, no, that was not a knock against Mr. Hughes. I do not want that to be seen as a slight.
No. I'm just laughing because it was so random. Like,
no, I mean, I was just that's what I was doing. I was going random, so I just came like the first day that came to my head, and it was just like Mr. Hughes, because you know what? I think it came to my head because on his Facebook page he had a picture of him next to like the Hall of Fame, like Mr. Hughes for the Hall of Fame.
Right.
If the Godfather got in, he got a legitimate gripe.
Yeah, right.
So, okay. All right, I'm done. Now, D'Lo Brown gonna say, look, man, I was a European champ. What the fuck? All right. I'm done. So, Raw. We were headed out to Vincent J McMahon Legacy Award. Vincent J McMahon is named after Vince McMahon's father, who started the WWF. He is son of legendary boxing and wrestling promoter Jess McMahon. Is a very esteemed honor, and that they just made up. And he was given the award to Stephanie.
Boo!
Which is Stephanie is his legacy. She's part of McMahon Legacy. This will sound pretty good. But Keish, I wouldn't expect. Very rarely do I get surprised in wrestling.
Right. It's very
rare. I wrote an
rare.
article about this 2 years ago, and it finally came true. Shane McMahon is back.
Keith.
this really happening? Oh, it's happening.
Keith, do you not understand how excited I was when I hear that music hit? Like,
Shane O'Mac is here to stop the madness.
That was it for me. When I heard the music hit, I was floored. I was like, ah! I was screaming. Because I personally just, everything in me got excited. I don't care. Like, this Shane O'Mac, man. Come on now. He come up to that ring with those speakers on. It was it for me. I was done. I was floored. Cause I'm gonna actually say it's been a very long time since I've been this surprised about anything having to do with wrestling. Like, it's been a very long time since I've been this surprised.
So, first time in 6 years, Shane McMahon is back in the WWE. He is here to get his swag back, get his company back. He told Steph he never lost his place in line. He told some legit stories. He has been out opening up some business. He's done very well in business for himself since he's been gone. But he used some of his stock money from WWE to start some stuff, and it worked out pretty well for him.
Mm-hmm.
But now he wants to, invade the territory, for lack of a word. So,
yeah.
Keish, I'm all for this. Now, they booked him in probably the most horrible match in the history of all matches, but I'll go with it. He's booked in the Hell in a Cell versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 33.
Right. Like, I was asked about this earlier, like, why the hell would they do that? I'm like, I'm actually excited about this. Like, maybe I'm one of the few, but I'm actually excited about this. It's because I remember, this is when the nostalgia starts to kick in, because you start to remember what happened before, And I remember Shane, in the matches that he's been in the past. And Shane is tough. Like, as crazy as it sounds, like, he's always been like a tough person. Like, he gets to these matches, he gets thrown around, he gets his ass kicked. But at the same time, it's not a total loss for him. Like, he still at times gets up and he's fighting. Shane, this match is actually, I don't know, when I seen it was booked, I was just kind of like, at first my reaction was like, are you serious? Like, this is who you booked for Undertaker's opponent for WrestleMania? But at the same time, after a good minute or two, I was like, you know what? I'm for it. I'm all for it. I am.
I'm not for it, but I'll tolerate it. Like, I'll see where it goes. Because here's the thing. The stipulation for the match is that he gets control of Raw. Well, Keesh, Undertaker can't lose in Texas at WrestleMania. Like, that's not going to happen.
It's not.
I don't know. I think they booked themselves to a rock and a hard place. But that's neither. Just glad Shane back. He had the retro ones on. I like that. Represent. You know what I mean? Another Jordan guy.
Oh, Lord.
The New Day defeated Neville and the Lucha Dragons in a 6-man tag match. The Usos defeated the Ascension with the Dudleys trying to call them out. So I expect something with them and the Dudleys that might lead them into WrestleMania.
Right.
Brock Lesnar, after beating up Dean Ambrose early in the show, beat him up again as Dean challenged Brock to a no-holds-barred street fight at WrestleMania, which Brock ceremoniously accepted after F5 and Dean on the mat.
Right.
I think we had two hot guys that we didn't know what to do with, so we threw them in a match.
Yeah, that's pretty much what ended up happening.
Yeah.
I mean, how else can you explain it? It was just foolish. At times, it just gets a little foolish. But at the same time, It's understandable, I guess. Give him some time, give him some spotlight. Just throw him out there a little bit. So I get it. I totally get it. I wish they would actually do it more often with people they don't really have anything for. Just kind of insert them in places to where it works and it fits and it's good and we're good. So.
No, I agree. I will go with that, and it's one of those things. Like I said, I don't think they had anything to do with either one of those guys. But I see potential. I see Brock still being Big Bad Brock. I see Dean working himself into like a Mick Foley character where he's gonna get the hell beat out of him, but we're gonna develop a level of sympathy for him. You know what I mean? That'd be crazy. But also, he's going to pull out his own brand of crazy, and he's going to do some shocking things to Brock that we never expected. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no holds barred. Like, there's going to be some things. Like, the kendo sticks coming, the chairs are coming. He's going to figure out some ways, and he's going to survive. But I think Brock still ultimately wins, right?
Right.
So that happens.
Well, I'm glad that they... but, if... The segment they had where Brock just completely destroyed him before the show, it actually started to make sense once they booked the match, because it wasn't necessarily to me a random attack. It was something that was a precursor for what was going to happen. So I actually have agreed with how things have progressed with this situation and so quickly. And I'm excited to see this match because I love street fights. So I'm all up in for it. I definitely am. Go Dean. That's all I gotta say. I'm just saying. That man is crazy. But I guess that's why they call him the lunatic fringe, huh?
So Chris Jericho and AJ Styles joined the Mutual Respect Society, and they end up in a tag match against the Social Outcasts. And apparently Jericho and AJ is a tag team now for what? They're gonna mess up AJ Styles early. Honestly, I thought AJ should have been after Jericho in the 3-match series, which is perfect. Mm-hmm. I thought he should have moved on to like Owens, and then he could have challenged Owens at Mania, right?
Right.
And then we got a chance at making something big. But now we just like spinning wheels. Like, I don't want him in a tag team with Jericho. That's not going to be effective.
It's not. It really isn't.
Also,
it really isn't.
Tag team like WWE ain't really been invested in tag team wrestling.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
All right. Well, they defeated Heath, Slater, and Curtis Axel, non-consequential. The Wyatt family defeated Big Show, Kane, and Ryback after losing to them the night before. This time, Brie was in the match. Braun Strowman was on the outside. They worked the match. They did a good job. One thing, maybe Ryback don't like losing because apparently he slipped out before the whole thing ended.
Yeah, true. That is true.
Don't really know what's going on with that Ryback storyline with the Big Show and Kane and the Wyatts. Once again, Keisha, I have no idea what to do with them at WrestleMania.
Don't worry about it, because somebody's going to figure it out. They're definitely going to figure it out. They're going to have a place. All of them.
No doubt they'll be on the card, but it's just like, I don't know how you make them significant on the card. Because I think the Wyatt family has earned it where they should be a significant feud. They should be something you can stick your teeth into. And they're not there right now. They happened. Sasha Banks defeated Naomi. Pretty much my prediction is going to be Sasha, Becky, and Charlotte in a triple threat at WrestleMania, probably. Just hypothetical. You want to go look at that.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is there. Roman Reigns defeats Sheamus via disqualification. Those League of Nations guys came.
Right.
Triple H was there. Triple H shows up after the match and wants to fight Roman Reigns. They get to a little street fight, and Triple H ends up bloodying Roman's nose. And possibly it's not really bloody because there are rumors floating around the internet that you can see where Byron Saxton handles Roman Reigns the blood package. I haven't seen that portion of the tape, but I will try to find it.
It's turning out to be interesting seeing how they shape everything right now before WrestleMania. Because we about, 5 weeks out?
Yeah, we're about 5 weeks out.
So, it's really, it's actually, I wanted to call it exciting, but it's definitely very interesting to watch them put together the card slowly. Slowly and surely, we're starting to see how this is going to work. So, I'm definitely excited about it because WrestleMania is always going to be one of my favorite pay-per-view. It's not my favorite pay-per-view, period. So, I'm definitely waiting and hopefully they make more matches that make more sense, you know? Not just throwing things together, because now you got it all set up and what's slowly to already become, okay. It's like, yeah, okay, I get that. But, you know, everywhere else it's like, everybody else is, it just, I don't really know how else to add to it just yet. I think that's what it is for me. So,
the structure of the card is going to be hard to put together, but we'll see what we come up with. With that being said, this has been a wonderful week in Ringside Pro Wrestling. I am not sure what we're going to talk about next week, but we will come up with some ideas. It might be an If I Ruled the World episode where we talk about how we would have did WrestleMania.
Right.
With that being said, we are out. Keisha, salutations.
All right, Keith. Everybody, we love you. You're awesome. Feel awesome. Be awesome. And, you know, all that good stuff. Because I'm telling you, I'm awesome. Keith, ain't you awesome?
I'm awesome.
Yeah. So, everybody be awesome.
Peace, love, and hair grease.